I'd just like to say one last thing before I go to bed. Prayer works, ladies and gentlemen. Prayer works. Find yourself a dark room, alone, and talk to the Most High. Talk to I am that I am. I recently went through. It wasn't recent. It was maybe a couple years ago. And like I said earlier, if you sit long enough, things start to come to you. Because at the time, I'm like, this can't be happening. You know what I mean? Because it was like a whole prayer was going down, but it wasn't going down the way the Most High says prayer goes down. I'm not gonna get too deep into it because like I said, it was a while ago. I didn't address it then, so I'll lightly touch on it now. But like there's no way this is what I think it is. Because that's somebody's ego run amok, thinking like, no, that it can't be. No, 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 no. But it was. It was. But prayer works. Prayer works. It will it will take you out of a mindset and put you in a totally different one. It could take you. The Most High can do wonders, right? Wonderful things, right? He can do wonderful things just with prayer, but it's always in His time. It is always in His time. So it's not. It's not. Hocus pocus alakazam. Now I don't know who's viewing this. I really don't. I don't know how you think prayer works, but I'll tell you what. You go to a dark room by yourself. And if it's really bad, I mean, your enemies are at the gate and they're coming at you. Drop to your knees then. The Most High understands. He knows exactly what you need. He knows what you need before you need it. Understand that. He knows exactly what you need before you need it. So don't get it twisted. Don't let somebody else other than the Most High tell you how things go. Because it's definitely going to be wrong. I wouldn't say it's going to be wrong, but the chances of it being wrong, unless it comes from that book, are pretty high. Unless it comes from the book, or it can be verified by the book, and by the book I mean the Bible. It's high chance of it being wrong because there are a lot of egos running amok. This internet, this social media is something else. It is something else. A man can go to throw the garbage away, and by the time he makes it back, strange things start to happen. You know what I'm saying? Strange things start to go down just on your way to take the garbage out. Right now, recently, and now I can honestly say this. I stopped drinking a long time ago. I started smoking herb for it's been quite a while, right? And I stopped smoking cigarettes. Like I said, once I put my mind to it, like this is done. I tell the Most High, this is what I'm going to do. I can't go back on my word to Him. That's an impossibility. You know what I'm saying? How do you tell the Creator all things like, oh, my bad? You know what I'm saying? So, I recently stopped smoking. It's probably been about 2 weeks, and really the only problem that I have is like when you get those habits of when you eat to smoke, like one of those deals. So but it's not bad at all. A lot of the things I worried about, like maybe attitude or something like that, none of that is non-existent. My attitude is funky no matter what. So it's funky with cigarettes, funky without cigarettes. I just got a funky attitude from time to time. I'm sometimey. Hot and cold, baby, hot and cold. But like I was saying, we're at prayer. In social media, they don't mix. Like drinking and driving, prayer and social media don't mix. Other than to say pray. Pray. That is what you do. You pray. Pray as much as you can, as often as you can, because we are in. If you have not been paying attention to the times we live in, um, yeah, you should. You should. I mean, we live in times where, and the reason why I brought up, what I don't do was not to beat my chest or say, hey, I'm great, and you're not. No, it was really to bring up this point. You go outside, and I would go outside and I would smoke a cigarette when I smoked. And by the time I go outside and I come back in, um, it's like I robbed a bank or something like that. Because and sometimes it got to the point where I would go outside, and this was one of the things that helped me quit smoking. I would go outside, and I would just happen to walk outside, and as I walked outside, somebody else would be going to their car. I said, you know what? Let me go back in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to look at this person like I had a Rick tick too long, right? And next thing you know, there's a problem. Now, not to say that. I can't handle problems because not to beat my chest. I can handle problems if they come my way. But who wants to? Who wants to handle a problem unless you have to? And if the problem was coming because I was stepping outside smoking, maybe I should stop smoking. Help me stop. Feel pretty dang on good. I feel pretty good to be able to say I don't smoke anymore. Pretty dang on good. And the money that it saves, not that I got any, but whenever I do get money, it'll stay in my pocket longer, or I can use it for things that I actually need to use it for. But anyway, prayer helps with that too, because I asked a long time ago for him to take that urge, and in his time, the situation occurred. It came around that it's time. It's time to throw them things away. Throw them things away. So that's another one down. Because the more addictions you have, the more monkeys you have on your back. Them suckers is always just squealing and making that monkey chatter in your ear and pulling on your hair and pooping on your back. Just lead a monkey. Get all the monkeys off your back that you have. Whatever it is, whatever it is you do that you can't drop at a moment's notice, it's useless. Honestly, this is somebody else's life we live in. Ours is the afterlife. Ours is coming. And if by I say ours is coming, it offends you, then be offended. If it doesn't offend you and you know what I'm talking about, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to understand exactly what I'm saying. All right, so peace out. Gotta go to bed.